Amokbewa amuyuwa mokbe mokbesa. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Oma, and just in case you do not know where you are at OMAAS Diary. Yay! Okay, so today is a different kind of video. I'm in the car. I'm about to hit the market. Yes, so Sisi Yemmie challenged us to do a 1-5 meal. Okay, practically it's make a video or make a meal that would feed a family of 4 with just 1-5. If you don't know what 1-5 is, 1,500 naira is, it's the equivalent of $3 or about something around there. So I am going to Sangana Market. That is the choice of market I'm going to be going to, because there is a market going to be going to. That's the market I'm going to choose or going to shop at. All right, okay, all right. So there is another market beside me, about 2 markets beside me, but they are freaking expensive. And if I'm going to make this 1-5 count, we got to go to where everybody goes to, where everybody shops. So I'm going to Sangana Market. Not one other thing, I'm not going to use my camera. First of all, the camera is going to add like 500 naira on top of everything I'm going to be buying. Then secondly, it's just going to cause unnecessary attraction. People are going to be staring, people are going to be disrespectful, and I don't know how safe it is there, because that place is not that safe. It's not the safest. If you live in Port Harcourt, you know what Sangana Market is like. Okay, so I'm not going to go with camera. I'm shooting this video with my phone. It's going to be a phone video. Let me turn off this thing. It's going to be a phone video. Oh my goodness, hold on, let me just turn on this thing and wind up the noise around. You can see that granite guy. He's the one making that paka sound behind me. All right, so I'm going to go to Sangana Market, and I'm going like this, no wigs today, because we must make this 1,005 count. It must work for us. So my choice of meal is Oha soup. So if you're interested in seeing what I make out of my 1-5, please let us head to the market together. We're going to be doing this together. All right, let's hit the road, people. God help us for this stuff. Not do away for me. See, and I bought no one to know. Sure. Babaski. You don't already they hold the bone now.
I won't carry a support on.
Say God. Yeah, we may come better pass.
Let me try it. Yeah, better.
Then we're going to see you for now. I don't want to enter that side. That's for talk too much there.
Gallery. I see 200.
This bigger side, how much? Give me this side, one place, I beg. How much? One. This is really like saying take cut. See, na better fan. I like dry one, I don't like dry one. You'll get change like 500. Oh, how small. Wow. How? So I don't start up. Your Oziza how much? No get 50 or more. Get in tattoo.
I think I am 15 naira. I'm try for the hour. December. Okay, when I was. Amam.
Thank you. Thank you. Inside then get plenty. See now, hi. See this one, they like say don't die.
Nothing to am.
No, not like
This one, the sweet. Na me dey tell you. If you dey look in body,
they be like saying I goat.
na cow no be goat. You want this one? Or this one?
Anything like that. Mommy, oh yeah, Udim, because actually crayfish, 100 naira. So here we video. She try me we through the video kono. The challenge we G15 a shame me. So 15 can do now see any they show Oha ngeri. Chineke yes, I'm saying she went 315 post to ya. So listing. I'm going to tell them now, so he 50 naira, 15 naira, 10 naira. Thank you.
Madam, how much you going to take? You shift and go small. See, don't push and small.
Thank you.
Change other color.
Where change? I got your change. Okay, so I'm buying extra fish. I have extra 100 naira left. So thank you. Okay guys, we are home and it's time to unpack everything we got from the market. So I'm going to quickly list everything I got from the market and the prices. This is our Oha and Oziza leaf. Yes. Now I got the Oha for 100 naira and the Oziza leaf was 50 naira, which is now 150. So the next on the list was fish. I got this fish for $2.50. This was the first one I bought. I got it for $2.50, and after all of my buying, this prudent chick had 100 naira left. So I went back to buy extra fish for 100 naira, and I was blessed. They gave me 3 extra fish for 100 naira, and this is 50 naira Kpomo, 50 naira onion. We have crayfish for 100 naira, and then the next thing I also got was our seasoning cube and salt. I made sure everything I was going to use to cook this soup was from the money, including the salt and maggi. The only thing we used that was not bought is water, pot and spoon with the gas. So this prudent chick got everything for her soup from the market. So the next thing is our habanero pepper. That's 50 naira pepper, and this is my thickener. Ofor was my choice of thickener, and that's 50 naira Ofor, 50 naira palm oil. Then the next thing I got was our beef. Oh my goodness, this one was so small. But you know, like I said, these people in that market, is never cheap to buy your beef there. But this is what I was able to get for 300. It was less than 10 pieces of beef actually. But it's all good. We are going to still make a very delicious soup. Last but not the least is the oga patapata of swallow for me. 4 fufu for 200 naira. Now I could not get this particular fufu in the market. What they had was a che fufu, and I don't like that one at all. It smells so much and it's too strong. All right, so let's move over to the sink. First things first, before we start cooking, is we will wash our hands. Now, if you have not seen my video on food safety and kitchen protocols that are important for you to observe in order not to contaminate your meal, I'm going to link those videos down in the description box, so don't forget to check it out. All right, so after going to all this market, the first thing we need to do is wash our hands. You can see how dirty the water is, so I'm just going to rinse my hand one more time, and then that is it. Okay, now we are ready to cook. All right, let's prep our ingredients. First things first, we are going to prep the things we need to blend. You know, you cannot trust PHCN, aka NEPA, in this part of the world. So you need to quickly use the light while you can. By the way, I was not using even NEPA light. We were running generator at this point, but because we've not had light for about 3 weeks going to 4 weeks. If you live in Port Harcourt, please hit the comment box. Do you have lights in your area? We don't know what is happening, but we've not had light for 3 weeks. So I want to make sure I clean my onion and pepper, and then before I start washing my onion and pepper, I want to just clean my crayfish, because usually it has some of these stones and broken periwinkle shell, and you don't want those things messing up your blender. Do you get? So we are going to just pick through the crayfish to make sure it's clean before we put it in our dry meal. Do you get me? So that is what I'm doing. You can see just tiny particles, and that's it. Basically, just get rid of them, and then you have yourself some clean crayfish to blend for your soup. Okay, so you can see this one had one small claw of a crab. I don't know if it's a baby crab or infant crab or something there somehow. All right, so it's clean enough, so I'm just going to put it in my dry meal. Okay, oh guys, be careful. Jesus, that poked me, man. All right, so now that we have our crayfish, we are going to just close it and set it aside, and then we will wash our onion and pepper mix and put them also in our blender. Yeah, see, at this point when I was putting it, if you look at the blender, you see one surviving pepper in that bowl. I had to remember, thank God I even remember quickly that, you know, Oziza catches pepper so fast. He enhances the he enhances pepper flavors a lot in soups. So I had to take out one of the pepper, and still it was very spicy and nice, just the way I like it. So at this point I'm adding some water to help my blender. I don't have a very strong blender, and then we just want to blend. So we are going to just do the dry meal. Over back to the sink. It's time to wash our meat. Like I said earlier, if you've not seen my food safety video, then you need to go and see that video, because one of the safe practices to be observed when handling beef, chicken is not to wash them. But I said something in that video. I said in this part of the world where we live, it is even more dangerous not to wash your beef. Do you understand? Because the condition of our markets where these meats are being sold, even where they kill them, it is terrible. So we cannot afford not to wash our meat. Hence, I wash my meat a couple of times, and I also wash my meat with salt, lots of salt. So first things first, I'm cleaning the meat of every debris or excess yama things I don't eat in meat. Some other person might like them, I don't like them. I like my meat as clean and as lean as possible. So I'm taking off all of those fatty, I don't know what to call them, but you get it ahead. So now that I've cleaned them off or gotten rid of all the things I don't want, I'm going to add another water, and then we are going to wash with salt, some salt, making sure you squeeze and clean every corner of your beef. Clean it. Yeah, so we've cleaned that, and I'm just going to put the last water, and then we are good to go. So now we are going to move over to our kanda momo, which is also known as cow skin, but nobody calls it cow skin. It's called Kpomo in this part of the world. Yes. All right, so I'm going to wash it also with a lot of salt, because see, I've never bought this kind of Kpomo before, ever. It was a bit, just somehow I didn't like it, so I had to scrub to make sure that there is no form of nyama inside for me to eat. Nothing is making me rush to the toilet. So you want to make sure you also take off all the dirty skin and also clean the inside of your Kpomo. Very important. Clean the inside, clean the outside, just like, yes, like so. You see? Voila, we have a clean Kpomo. So we're just going to rinse it out and then add it with our beef. Now I'm going to be cooking these two together because I want them to, you know, spend some time together discussing how to make the soup great. So the next thing we are going to clean is our fish. Yes, our fish. So all you need to do with the fish is to debone your fish. So usually this fish is so easy to clean. You just open it into two and then take out all of the bones straight. It goes out at the same time. You see, like so. Can you see? Now we discard that. By the way, just make sure you have your waste bin always around you. That way you don't have your kitchen littered and you don't have excessive work waiting for you when you're done. So I always make sure one of the bags I come back with from the market, I turn it into the waste bin bag. Every dirt goes into it. So at this point, I'm just going to clean the sides, like the belly of the fish where all those dirts are. So we're going to take that out, and then we're going to wash our fish thoroughly twice with salt also, you get. So this is all of the fish. Not too bad for 350, not too bad at all. So we're just going to, oh, this thing has poked me again. Me and this fish and crayfish, they are out for me, man. All right, so we just want to clean. I did wash this fish twice. The first time just alone, then the second time I washed it and then added a bit of salt, and then that is it. Yeah, but I didn't show the second time. Yeah, this is the second washing. And at this point, what we want to do is basically add your pepper and onion mix, some salt, and some seasoning cube. Then you want to stir, and we're just going to let these two cook in the juices of the beef. That way the onion flavor, salt and all that will get into it. Then we head over and then attend to our leaves. Yes, this is how you clean your Oha leaf. So easy. Sorry, that particular one, the first one was tough, so usually I threw it away. Usually I love those very babies. You can see how it's just going off the stem. It just goes off like that. And this is how you do it. You don't cut your Oha with knife. You actually shred it with your hands. You arrange it and shred it with your hands. So over to our Oziza leaves. So usually the Oziza leaf you can slice with your knife, but because I was trying to preserve the same consistency of our Oha with the Oziza, so I decided to shred it also with my hands, and it was a great idea because it just released some of the juices without really bruising the Oha leaves. So here I have them. I'm going to wash them and set them aside. Then we'll head back to our beef. At this point, after about 10-15 minutes, it had actually cooked, you can see. So all I want to do at this point is to add the water that I added into my blender, just to rinse out the blender of all of the things that were left in it. Then we are going to add our fish, because this fish doesn't have a lot of taste, so you want to make sure it takes in all of the onion, pepper and all that mix you have there. So we are going to let this cook for another 15 minutes. Now we are back and it has boiled so good. Now I just want to stir aside a bit. Then I'm going to add palm oil. Yes, see the palm oil, I didn't even add all of the palm oil. See the amount of palm oil you had left. So I just stir the oil and then let it cook. We're also going to add some water at this point, then let it cook. I don't even know why I was just pouring the water in bits. It was just about 1 cup of water. So we are going to let this cook, and then we'll come back to it after about 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, this is what we have. The soup was boiling and some of the water had dried up. So I've just tasted it and it was perfect. So the next thing I wanted to add was our thickener. Now please, one thing to note is when you're putting this thickener, you think it's not working. My brothers, it is working. If you keep adding, you will have on your hands mashed potato and not soup. So when you think it is still not working, that is when to stop, because when the soup starts getting cold, it will curdle and thicken a bit more. So at this point, I'm going to add some of my crayfish. I still had some of the crayfish left. You can see I even had some salt and extra seasoning cubes left. I would just want to stir. See, by this time my kitchen was smelling so good. You can already see it now. This soup is delicious, man. Hey, ever no. All right, so the next thing I'm going to go in with at this point is my Oziza leaves. See, immediately this leaf hits this pot, it came right back into my nose. It just added that gang something. Look at how beautiful this soup is. Hey, this soup is looking yum. Okay, so I'm going to pour my oha soup, and soup is ready. I turn off the heat immediately. I put my oha. I don't like it to die. Our soup is ready. We are done. 1-5 soup. Like 1-5. Okay guys, so I hope you have enjoyed watching this 1-5 challenge, and I want to say a big thank you to Sisi Yemmie for challenging us to be creative, to go in there and be very adventurous with the little resources we had. I doff my hats for you, mama. Thank you guys. Now if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Just hit that red button. How far? No, just hit it. Thank you so much. I will see you in my next recipe video. Bye.